So a while ago, I did a video on the FSR 2.0 mod for Red Dead 2, but today Rockstar actually officially added it to the game. Go in the settings and you'll have an option now for FSR 2.0. There it is. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and compare this to the mod, and I've already ran the benchmark numbers for FSR presets and it running at native. And I've also got the numbers from how the game ran with the mod, so we can go ahead and compare that as well. And I'll do a side-by-side comparison as well at the end of the video, so you can go ahead and see how each preset looks versus it running at native. And finally, I'm going to go ahead and run this on the Steam Deck as well, just to see what kind of improvements we can get from that. And yeah, let's jump into it. We're going to start it off at native, run the game at around the same settings as the previous video, which is around low to medium settings with texture set to ultra. These are our settings. Not using FSR 2.0. Now, from what I remember from the video, we were getting 27 FPS at native with these settings in the city, and using ultra quality FSR, which isn't the setting in this, gave us pretty much 0 FPS, gave us a 0 FPS gain. But using the quality FSR with the mod gave us around 2 to 3 FPS increase. I gotta say, the quality of the native FSR 2.0 support looks about the same as the mod, so it was not really much of an improvement. I still have issues around the character. As you can see around the hair, there's a bit of spearing going on, especially when you pan the camera. It becomes very obvious. But the FPS gains also seem about the same as well as the mod. Still falling into the 20s, but we gained around 2 to 3 FPS while using it. Yeah, as you can see also around the trees, we're getting some shimmering around the leaves, and especially in the distance as well, when the wind is blowing through them, it becomes very obvious. All these power lines as well. So far it's running about the same as the mod, so there was not really much of an improvement. You're just getting the convenience of it already being supported in the game, and it becomes much easier to set up on the Steam Deck as well, since it's already built in. Now, with the mod, we're getting 34 FPS running through this area, and it seems to be a little bit better, getting 35 to 36 FPS with dips into 33 and 34. It's a marginal difference, it's not that big of a deal, but the shimmering and the details around the tree branches look quite bad, I gotta say. Alright, now I'm gonna go through the numbers for each of the in-game benchmarks that I ran. The game running at native, we got a minimum FPS of 19.7, maximum FPS of 46.4, and an average FPS of 36.1. With the quality FSR, we got a minimum FPS of 21.3, so a slight increase, maximum FPS of 58.5, and an average FPS of 43.6, so a massive increase. And with the balanced FSR, we got a minimum FPS of 19.7, maximum FPS of 89.9, and an average FPS of 47.4, so a 4 FPS increase. Not too major, but I ran the test twice because of the maximum FPS, and we got a minimum FPS of 22.6 for our minimum, a maximum FPS of 67.1, and an average FPS of 47.4, so it wasn't changed there for the average. Now with the performance FSR, which I wouldn't recommend, it looks too low quality, which you'll see at the end with the side-by-side comparison. A minimum FPS of 24, maximum FPS of 89 again, which seems to be for a split second probably, and an average FPS of 51.5, so a 4 FPS increase as well. So I tried running this on the Steam Deck, and the game just wouldn't boot. It would install the launcher, and the launcher would try opening it up, but it would just infinitely loop, or it would just straight up crash. Tried every Proton version. I used experimental, 7.0, 6.0, and it still wouldn't work. I tried verifying the game multiple times, didn't find any issues there. I moved it between drives, external drives, internal drives. It wouldn't work there, so I don't know if the update broke the game or if my Steam Deck is having issues. Now with these Rockstar games, I've had a couple of issues before. For GTA 5, the controller just wouldn't work. Took me a long time to fix that. And for Red Dead, I don't remember it having issues on the first try, but it's having issues now. I'll try working on it tomorrow again, see if I can fix it. But for today, I unfortunately couldn't get it to work, so I'm just going to skip that and jump into the side-by-side comparisons of all the presets.
had to shoot at some kids tripping through the woodpile. No respect.
Have to expect it.